Hello everyone, and welcome to PSGL 4, joined by me and Josh today. We're here for round 5, halfway through the season. That mid-mark here at Japan was subject to change earlier in the season, but things have stayed put, so we're still at Japan for round 5. Round 4 was in Mexico, followed by 3, 2 and 1. That was Miami, Austria and Spa. All interesting races. Every single race we had good overtaking, good battles, good strategies, bad strategies. So it's all the stuff that needs to be in a race to make the race interesting. And to be honest, I didn't expect much battling in Miami, nor did I in Mexico. It's a very difficult track to overtake. But the F4 drivers proved us yet again that they can do it. So we're in Japan, a very difficult track. Sector 1, you know, the S is a very difficult part of the calendar. So that'll be interesting to see what the drivers can do there. Then obviously Sector 2 and Sector 3, a bit more high speed and a few hairpins and stuff. So it'll be interesting how the race goes today. But we're going to head over to the highlights of last race in round 4 of Mexico. And then after that, Joshua will be going through the standings and the results. We've got the Haas followed by the Altair now. And it's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it is lights out and race on for the Mexican Grand Prix as Damien gets a very good start there. We can see Harlan Marquez getting a better start than Andre Molnar there. The Williams are cold on the back of Damien. They've got past Andre, and Harlan's now going to be looking to pressure Andre now in towards turn 1. And then we go, yeah, Damien got a better start there. And we've got Jeb Harsh, so we know Harlan on the inside of Andre.
Conor Muir's been spun round in the first corner, so he's gone down several positions, and there's still major drama in the mid-pack. Look how close the Ferrari's getting! Whoa! Well, there's no safety car, but of course they're all trying to warm their tyres up, so they're taking that opportunity to do so as the Ferraris go side by side to turn 4.
Yep, I'm watching Andre Molnar now. He's had a really bad start, so P2 is now down to P5, not very good for him at all. But he's on the back of Harvey there. His son Nagy's got past Cameron Dowds. His fans obviously had a bad start because he started P5, I believe it was there, so not very good for him at all. As Menno getting past Raven and Raven getting past Menno. Watch them two battle here at the back. Oh, there's a spinner from Menno.
Oh,
very good there. And TGG Christmas there. Now on the back of Tamas Gall, who's around 8 tenths behind Ravon. So he's not the best start, but we've got Martin McGully actually. He's on the back of Davis Doonchik. Then we can see people warming the tyres up, getting them ready to start pushing a little bit more into this race. Oh, that's a Ferrari there. David on the side of Leroy.
Yeah,
there we go. David was backing up.
David Sajunchik trying to get by Leroy Brown. Meantime, Martin McGurney passing Sajunchik, who didn't have the better exit there as well. He's been put out for pastures new at the exit of the Peraltada. And it's all now calming down as we go 875 metres down towards turn number 1 as well. Raidman's in the tow as well of Zadunchik. He's going to look to the inside line. He's a bit too further back. It's turn 1. Can't find a way through. Aston trying to get through Tamas Gal as well. Not going for the manoeuvre. Meantime, up front, Damien leads the way by 7 tenths of a second to Cornely Golo. And he's got such a clear advantage right now as well. He just has to keep calm and carry on. Highest track of the year, we're 2,200 metres above sea level. That is replicated in the game engine. So it does put a lot more stress on the engine. It puts a lot more stress on the amount of oxygen getting through and cooling the car down. So you've got to cool your engine. It's harder to do so. But using more ERS battery and then having to lessen the power of the engine to regen it as well, it's practically impossible. This is a safety car period. Everyone who's low on ERS battery after 4 laps, they are going to be in monumental trouble for the remainder. Side by side now, Christmas with Tamas Gal got through. Damon still leads by 6 tenths of a second. They're still side by side actually as well. Christmas on the inside line as Leroy Brown battles the Ferrari as well, trying to go around the outside, and a great move there at turn 5 and 6. But did Christmas get ahead of Gal? Yes, he did. But Gal stays in 16th position as once again it is close to contact, but Christmas stays ahead of Gal.
Yep, Gal's not holding back at all this race. He's kind of kept behind. On the back of Christmas, not much he can really do at this moment, but he'll try his best to kind of get himself back up there.
And from the back as well, David Sajunchik and Martin McGully making a battle. And again, Sajunchik's up the inside. Guest driver, raced for 3 different teams already this season, and now passing the other guest driver, Martin McGurley as well. Both of them deserve a permanent drive. They've been tremendous this season. Yeah, into the Pelotada as well. The Mansell Pelotadas, it's renamed as well. Now begins the 871-meter dash. Now look at this DRS train. It is closing. And this is going to be it. At the inside line goes the Alpine as well. Can he make the move on the Williams into the braking zone for turn number 1? He's got the slipstream. He's got the momentum. Late on the brakes, turns in. Conley Guller's chill, trying to hold around the outside with a brilliant bit of defending. But Harlan Marquez just nibs the back. Williams stays ahead. Now the second DRS train. They're both going to have it to defend. This has given Damien the opportunity to get over the second to Cornely Golo. And now that still couldn't work out. I can't believe he couldn't make the move as drama in the mid-pack again as that was Raven trying to have a battle with Martin McGooley again.
Yeah, Holland there, he was not backing out. He was keeping it nice and soft. Just pressuring Coldon, getting him out that DRS train to Damien, which is good for Harlem, gets past, and then Harlem can get that pace onto the back of Damien. So this could get very spicy between the top two. No, sorry, between 2 and 3 there in the next couple of laps. But we can see Raven, he's got that pace over Martin and David and Bartos, but he just can't get through.
Tell you what, though, this situation that we're seeing at the moment, we're seeing more penalties in this race than we have done all season. Last year, with penalties galore, nearly everybody got one. This year's been a much more calmed down grid, but this race, we're seeing more and more track penalties due to those S's sections, as well as Cornely Golo going again to try and take second place back, and he's done it. Ran the outside of Harlan Marquez in towards turn 1. A fantastic manoeuvre, and it was pitch perfect as Raven finally passes Martin McGooley, and now I can finally say that is so Raven. Over to you. Oh, and several cars pitting as well. Conor Moore gets a 3-second time penalty. Harlan Marquez coming into the pit lane. Into turn 1. Hard on the brakes. Down to third gear. Perfect apex. Down to second. Back up to third. Fourth. It's feathering the throttle a little bit, so he's ERS saving. Everyone who's pitting is putting on the medium compound tyre. Looks like Harlan Marquez is going to get back out there. It's turn 4. Oh, he was so off the throttle as well. You can hear the brakes screaming as well. Turn 6, flicks it in, second gear, perfect apex. Oh, he's revving the car. The tyres starting to go at the back as well. He was stuck in third gear, couldn't get the revs up as well. Perfect in the S's. How much practice has he put in here?
He's going to put a lot. He's looking very quick today. He's got a lot more speed through than I would. So, yeah, looking very quick. If you watch anyone from like F1 to F7, it probably look like this. So consistent, yeah, really consistent. Oh, Martin McGooley though gets a penalty.
Oh,
and will Damien pit this lap? I'm going to say he will.
This looks like an in-lap. This looks like he's been building for an in-lap. I wouldn't be surprised if he dives in.
Yes.
Ah, there we go. Yeah.
And he's in. Let's see what Coldon does. Coldon stays. Nope, Coldon pits. Harvey Cohen goes out.
Yeah.
It's Van in. Andre stays out, obviously. Jay in as well. Leroy Brown in. Raven in. Martin in. Tamas is
medium
in.
Compact
Conor Muir
tyres
stays out.
Now the question is Harlan Marquez going to get out ahead down towards the ending as well? Now where is he? He's coming straight now. And still in the pit lane is Damien coming there. There's Damien the exit there. I believe Damien keeps the net lead. Damien comes out in 4th, and he keeps the net lead to Harlan Marquez, who is now in 5th position. So the net leader stays the same. Damien is he is a class above everybody today. Yeah, I was about to say Bartos Amaro as well. He's touched the back. Oh, Bogdan Moldova coming to turn 6 as well. He just tapped the back of him there as well. So a little bit of contact between the two as well. It's so Tony Patton. Who's that flying off the track? It's one of the Haas cars who's taken off as well and has rejoined. Now there is could have been him who cut the corner. As we know, it was him. He's going so slow now. Andre's going slow. There's got no tire temperature. Just come out the pit lane. So he's being passed by absolutely everybody. He's causing carnage into the Forest Stadium as well. And, well, it's literally just pick a line and stick to it because you can't get through here. Look further back in the 5th position as well. We've got side-by-side action again. Cameron Downs drops about 3 positions as well. And Bogdan Moldova makes up to 7th. And it's a fantastic position as well. Side-by-side, Cameron versus the Ferrari of Bartos Amaro. And again, Cameron's gone down, deeper and down. Bogdan Moldova can now make like a tree and leave.
Yep, Joe Verhaage, I've just been watching him a bit off guard there, and he's on the back of Istvan. Istvan just hasn't got that pace today. He's got that penalty. which we're knocking down a couple of positions, probably around 6th, 7th, depending if the safety car or not. And then you've got Harvey, he's just in that DRS off the back of Coldon. Have a quick look at him yet again. And then there's nothing much really going on, because Harlem's just going to stick behind the back of Damien until the last lap, unless there's a safety car, then things might change. But Coldon's running his own little race. He's got to just defend a little bit from Harvey, and then just in front he's not going to worry. He's looking for that P3. That's all he's bothered about today. But yeah, Cameron Days, I'm quite ashamed for him, because he was doing very well.
Yeah.
You know, he was looking on the pace in the start qualifying, and then he's dropped down to 9th. McLaren, this will be there for any points. I think the least amount of points McLaren have scored is something like 12 this season. So they're going to be going into round 5 with 0 points here.
Yeah, Andre Moni goes side by side with David Sadunchik down to... Oh, Sadunchik's disconnected. Oh, and a crucial moment as well. His car's now way up. Oh, no.
This race is throwing absolutely everything at us. And we're going to see Andre Molnar. They've been... Oh, no, he's overtaking Martin McGilly, but Martin McGilly's going to come back on the inside. And also Thomas Gull is going to try and take that invitation as well. And, well, he doesn't make the move there. And Thomas, he's stuck behind. Oh, and they're going side by side into the start of the S's. And let's see what Martin McGilly can do. And, yeah, Andre Molnar just tucks back in behind. He knows that he can't really do much there. Leroy Brown's... Oh, and Bartos goes wide there. Allows Leroy and Cameron to go up to P8 and 9. Bartos now down to P10.
Harlem Marquez then on the run out of the last corner with the DRS open. Last lap the call, and Damien knows that there's something coming. He's moving left and right already down the start-finish straight. Damien goes to the inside line. Harlem opens up the DRS. Turn number 1. It's an opportunity for an overtake. He's too far back once again. He can't make the move. 0.2 of a second through turn 2 and 3. He's looking okay. A little bit more curb. Take him for as well. There's Esteban Nagy and JBA going side by side as well, switching positions nicely for 5th and 6th position, looking good. Into turn 4, come the race leaders again. Damien's still ahead of Harlem as we look back to Moldovan again having position changes. Here is our race leaders as well coming through into the braking zone. Vieja can't pass Nagy further back as well, so they're done there. Into the last sectors then we go. Harlem Marquez is 5/10 down. Leroy Brown does pass Bogdan Moldovan, but we're staying with the leaders as they come into the last couple of sectors. There's a third and final DRS before the Forest saw anything that Harlem Marquez can do into the braking zone. No, he's too far back. 0.5 of a second. Damien might just have this one. As into the Forest saw we go. Just 2 more corners left. They've done as much as they possibly can, but it's not good enough for Harlem Marquez. As out of the Peraltada, cruising to the line, breaking the slipstream. Damien wins here in Harlem Marquez 2nd, Harvey Cohen 3rd, Courtney Golo 4th, Nagy 5th, just about, but Bogdan Moldovan's got a penalty. JVA does finish 5th, Nagy demoted to 6th, Cameron Down should be 7th, Leroy Brown should, I think, drop down behind Moldovan. He does. Moldovan stays 8th, Leroy's going to drop further down though, and there's a yellow as there's a Ferrari who's had a little bit of an accident but comes back across the line through the last couple of corners. It's a Red Bull across the line of Martin McGurley, and he hasn't even crossed the line. He hasn't crossed it. Now he has, as, hits the side. Mezzo crosses the line and takes the flag. What an ending to the race there, Richie.
That's the ending of the season by far for me.
So here's the results then from round 4 in Mexico City. It was Damien who took the victory as well by just 0.4 of a second to Harlem Marquez. Harvey Cohen finished in 3rd position with Courtney Golo finishing 4th. Joe Vieja was 5th with Esteban Nagy in 6th. Cameron Downs in 7th with Bogdan Moldovan in 8th. Leroy Brown in 9th. And Bartos Zamora rounding out the top 10 and the point scoring positions. David Sadunchik finished in 11th along with Thomas Gall, who, even though receiving 9 seconds worth of penalties in the race, he was further penalised 35 seconds after the race, dropping all the way down into last position. So up then in 12th position will be Menno along with Martin McGurley, Andre Molina, Raven as well, Connor Muir and TGG Christmas. Those last 3 retiring from the race. Thomas Gall officially finishing 15th overall on the board. In terms of the Drivers' Championship now, it's a 7-point advantage Leroy Brown holds over Bogdan Moldovan. Damien is a further 2 points back. Courtney Golo as well is on 26 points back as well. He is the biggest gapper at the moment in the stage. Esteban Nagy has gone from 2nd down to 5th. Harvey Cohen fighting himself up. Cameron Downs is 7th. Jay Vieja along with his teammate Harlan Marquez in 8th and 9th. Matthew Roberts, who's left the championship, still in 10th position. Martin McGill 11th with Julian Nauman in 12th. Christmas is 13th with David Sajuntik in 14th place. Oscar Drain is in 15th. Hassith is 16th. Fabo is in 17th. Zamora, with his point scoring finish last time out, actually is the last point scorer in 18th position. In the Constructors' Championship, McLaren lead the way also by 7 points to Williams as well. AlphaTauri have been in 3rd position with Alfa Romeo 4th. Alpine and Haas are then battling over 5th. Red Bull down in 7th along with Ferrari 8th, the last of the point scoring positions. Mercedes and Aston Martin are yet to score in the Constructors' Championship.
Hello.
Hello everybody, as we come back through, we're all set then for what is going to be an absolutely fantastic race, and that came in very quickly, didn't it? We were just talking and it came on. Hello Richie, welcome back. You getting ready for this one then? We're in Suzuka, Japan. It's going to be a great one.
Yeah, Suzuka, it's a track I don't like driving. You know, it's a very technical, difficult track. Obviously, it's Japanese, so their cars tend to be a lot different to ours over in Europe and America. So their track's built a lot more for like the drifting side of things, I'd say. So it's a bit of a different track to what we normally see in F1. But in terms of watching it, it's probably one of my favourite tracks to watch a race.
Yeah, it's built back in the 1960s as well, so it's a real old school circuit as well. Qualifying is about to get underway as well. We've got our traditional 18-minute format. Remember, there's no formation lap. We'll go straight into the race procedure as well because of that glitch that Codemasters haven't fixed just yet, but are working on it as well. Let's take a look then at the calendar, and I'll let Richie talk you through it as well because we share the things.
Yep. So today we're at Japan. It could have been subject to change early in the season, but we've kept, we've kept Japan on the calendar. And then next week we're off into Italy for the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. Then off to Abu Dhabi on the week after. Then Sao Paulo, Brazil. Then the second Italy, Imola, and then the second USA in Austin. And finally, to round out the season on my birthday weekend at my home Grand Prix, Great Britain. And Josh, if you'd like to talk through the track.
Absolutely. Well, Suzuka has been the constant home of the Japanese Grand Prix since 1987. Only disappeared for 2 years in 2007, 2008 as we went to Fuji Speedway once again. But the drivers, the teams and the fans love Suzuka more as well. It's the only circuit in the world which has a figure of 8 as well. And the top of the 130R at turn 15 as well, a flat out corner where if you make a mistake there, you'll fly into the wall and have a huge accident. Just ask Alan McNish or even Jaime Alguersuari as well have done it in the past. It's a 3.608 mile circuit. That's 5.806 kilometers, and we'll be racing for around about 37 laps today as well, which is going to be absolutely exciting as qualifying is just about to get underway. I know we'd like to effortlessly smooth into that as well. So we'll just keep on talking about this circuit for a little bit because it's 30 miles southwest of Nagoya as well. The circuit is a few miles inland as well. And that's why whenever it rains here in Suzuka as well, by the way, we have such a horrible flooding at this track because it just sort of all washes in together. And it's really hard to get running in. And especially in the past couple of years, we know how bad that can be. As qualifying is go. And away we go then.
Yep, we're into qualifying now. It should be an interesting qualifying. Times, well, what did we see in, what would you see in F1? Was it 28 or 27s?
Right about a 128 would be the good one as well. So I think we could get into the 129s at least. The fastest lap time, the last time we raced in Suzuka for Formula One, that was 2019, and that was Hamilton doing a 130.983.
Yeah.
So there's definitely time to improve out there as the cars head out there. One ball with one of the AlphaTauris as it comes back through. I just realised that I haven't got the stream on that Richie usually sends me as well. So we'll I'll get that sorted in a second as they come through.
I
Do
don't
you,
think. I don't think Kanakinchi, whatever you say, it should be in this lobby.
That's exactly what I was just
He's
thinking.
F2, I think. So I think he's just like, oh, it better not be another Yarno situation. Oh no, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. We don't need to worry.
Possibly he's joined the wrong lobby, which is what we hope, because F2 is not on for another hour.
I've got an issue. It won't let me swap camera angles on the cars.
Ah, now this is an issue that does happen every now and then.
Is it an issue that people have?
Yes, every now and then it does happen. Yeah, so
how do you
that
fix
could
it?
be another problem. I think unplug your.
Oh, we've done it. Oh, no.
There you go.
It's done it now. No worries, mate. It's all right.
Hey, Richie's on it as always. Great thing there as they come through.
We'll go to Christmas. We'll go to Christmas. He's the only one on happen. I've still got that issue. I keep saying it every day, Ron here. Whenever I click the numbers to switch to different cars, it'll say, oh, yeah, we'll pop up the tyres, or we'll pop up penalties, or we'll change it to leader. It's annoying. Every single race, it's done it. Still never been able to figure it out. I need to speak to someone who knows about the game properly.
Yeah, probably Connor would know that as well, the big boss out there as well. Let's have a look at the YouTube chat then as well. Much HD says, weekly reminder that I'm Nathan Richards' biggest fan out there. Sam Palmer saying, rooting for Jay, good Jay as well. Cameron's dad says, let's go Cameron. Cameron's dad been one of our biggest viewers actually here throughout the season. Nice to see you once again as they come through. Who else going? Damien says, let's go, no practice. Good luck comms today. Good luck to yourself, Damien, after you win last time out as well. Candace says, whoops, as in wrong lobby as well. So he has replied, it is the wrong lobby he joined. Nice to have you anyway out there as well. And as says, hi guys, hi, hello. All live for this one as well as they come back through. This is Christmas then, coming towards the Degners. Looking okay to me as he flies back through. And it's looking quite a good slot. Degner 1 and Degner 2 leads up towards the top of the hairpin. And this is where Kobayashi, of course, made all his moves back in 2010 and 2011. And then he got a podium in 2012 as well.
So, Odegane's out. That's Odegane.
Oh. Now he was in 12th. Yeah, how's he done this? He's hit the wall on the inside line, so...
But,
not good.
I'd like to quickly say... Oh, I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, I didn't know this track had a figure of 8. I didn't even realise until you pointed it out.
Yep, underneath it's the exit of Degner 2 and the top of the 130R. That's when it crosses over.
We'll see Christmas now into the Casio Triangle. That's his final time. Well, I mean, sorry, the first time on the board out of everyone. Oh, and he pits. And I think Harlan was also on a lap. He's set to 2, and I also have to keep scrolling through everyone separately.
Yeah, we're trying to keep up with each other because there's
Bogdan, Menno. Ooh, Menno only a couple of hundreds behind Bogdan Mulder on that. And Leroy Brown destroys that by 0.5 of a second. That puts him up into first place. It's Van Nagy and only 29.4 for him. That's not very good considering he's been one of the quickest guys on nearly every single race. Harlem now coming into the final corner, into the Casio Triangle. What time is he going to set on the board? Let's see. He comes round the final corner. Is he going to be in the 28? Yes, he is. A 28.9 there for Harlem. Henry Moore at 28.9. And then Tamas Gala, 28.6. It's very rare to see him up in the top 2. And we'll look at Bartos Samara now, as he was looking for a podium back in, I think it was Mexico, but unfortunately spun a couple laps before the end. But we're going to watch him now come around the final corner. What time is he going to set in qualifying? Harlem goes, Jay Vahaj goes third with a 28.7. Bartos goes only out to the 29.1. We've got Harvey Cohen also on the lap now. He's coming through up towards, as I like to call it, spoon curve. Ignore me. I was going to say he's coming up towards the Kobayashi corner. That's what I like to call the hairpin. But yeah, anyway. Harvey coming up towards 130R, which I didn't think was that corner. I thought 130R was a chicane.
No, 130. That's the Casio Triangle. This is the 130R as he flies back through it. Looking okay. Here is the Casio Triangle breakdown. all the way down to about second gear, get back on the accelerator towards the line. Harvey Cohen then, is he quick on these soft compound tyres? Only 10th fastest, a 1:29.253. That's not the best time he could have had from that. And I'm getting a feeling they're all doing banker lap times, but Leroy Brown, the big one to watch, as well as actually Tamas Gal, both done 1:28.6s in this session so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems very odd that Harvey's so low down, because he was purple sector 2, which means he's lost a lot of time to me, maybe on that final corner. I saw back in F1 yesterday, I think it was Lucas, I think Jan also had the same issue, where a lot of people was losing the rear on that final corner. But,
yeah, we've been having that final corner. If you get it wrong, Montoya got it wrong back in 2005 actually as well. You run it wide, and Glock got it wrong in 2009 in qualifying. You get on the grass there, it just sort of carries you down. It's a downhill segment of the track, so it just spins you round quite quickly.
Yeah, it's a very difficult, like, you know, I'd say Japan's one of the most technical tracks on the whole calendar, not just in PSGL, but in F1. You know, it's such a difficult track. But then again, the Japanese have always built their tracks a little bit different to the Europeans and other parts of the world, because they're more used to their drifters and stuff, aren't they? Not really made for Formula One cars. So this track's a very nice track and definitely one of my favourites to watch a race on. Not my favourite to drive because it's hard. But this is where we can see some of the real skill from these drivers. You know, we've got the likes of Monaco and Baku on the calendar, but this track is one of the most difficult tracks on the PSGL calendar I think we've got this year. Definitely.
I would beforehand would have said it would have been China. That track as well. That first sector, it's
turn 3. Exit turn 3.
Getting back in towards that corner at turn 3, as you say, downhill, quick switch. I can never get it right. I'm always missing the apex. I'm always on the grass. It's horrible.
Watch Cameron Dowes now. He was purple sector 1 and purple sector 2, so he could be looking to face lap now as he comes up towards the line. What time does Cameron Dowes set C at 28.8 there? Very nice for Cameron Dowes. I didn't even notice. Damien goes 4th to 28.7.
So if the top 7 are doing 1:28s as well, but everybody, once again, is very close to each other. So this is going to get extremely interesting as the session goes on. Only 10 minutes to go in this qualifying format. Then we go into the race. Remember, there will be no formation lap. It will be straight to the 5-light procedure due to the issue with the game, as we see coming back through. Who have you got? Who have you picked up, Richie?
We've got Christmas on, and he's purple sector 2. 11.9, that's 2 tenths quicker than Cameron Dowes. He said at 12.1. So this could be possibly provisional pole or provisional 3rd for TDG Christmas as he comes up towards the line now. What time's he going to set? Let's have a look. He's looking quick. 28.5 sets fastest lap by a 10th. We've got Martin Morguli as well. No, we'll look at David Stunchik as he's now coming at the hairpin. There's an Alpine, I think, is getting out the way for him in the Red Bull just behind. And Stunchik in the Ferrari today. And let's see what he can do going into the spoon curve. Is he able to carry a lot of speed through? Because you've got to carry the speed through in this part of the track. Sector 3 and Sector 2, very difficult parts of the track because you've got to carry as much speed through as you can, otherwise you're going to lose lots of time. But he's now coming down. I don't know what the name of this straight is. Has this straight got a name?
No, it's just the straightaway out of spoon curve towards the 130R. Still in 8th gear. There's a yellow flag out. Flicks the car in. Keeps in 8th gear. Such high downforce on these cars as well. 130R hasn't really become the corner it used to be. Into the Casio triangle then as well. Long sweep towards the line. David Sajunchik as well. Driven for 4 different teams already this season as the reserve driver in 5 races. Goes P8 with a 1:28.826 as well. But I bet we could see the low 1:28s before this qualifying session's over.
Yeah. Mirandix. Never seen him before. Obviously, he's a reserve. But he's set a 28.6, which is very quick. He's looking P2 at the moment, because obviously Julian Norman isn't here today. So we've got Mirandix in the second McLaren seat and Leroy Brown in his normal seat. So McLaren could be looking for a good finish today, 2nd and 3rd, possibly. But
Christmas is on a... Sorry, Christmas is on a lap, but he's 2 seconds down, so I think he's going to box this lap. Yes, he is.
I'm going to watch Jay now, coming through the S's, very wide on that corner there, that curb. But you've got to be careful on these curbs, because even though they're not as, like I would say, auto spin as last game, they are still horrible curves, and probably some of the worst in the whole game. They're horrible to drive, because you've got to get onto the curbs, but at the same time, you've got to be careful how you get onto them. The spinner there, I think, or was it just Leroy Brown going slow? One of the two.
Yep.
Oh, he spun.
Round. Took too much curb at the first part of
and Damien's round. That's Damien round as well. Isfan also goes over the line, 5 tenths quicker. He's put on a 28.6. Currently about 3,000 behind. I mean, 300s behind his teammate. We're going to watch. Who are we going to watch now? We'll watch David. No, he's down. Harlem, he's on a time now. He's coming around 130. Very quickly now. In towards the Casio Triangle. Now, what can he do this lap? Is he able to improve and get himself possibly into... Yeah. Oh, that could be good for Harlem then. Looking to put himself around 6th, maybe higher. Let's see. He comes up towards the line. And he goes second.
Whoa.
From Harlem. Very nice there.
5.72. Oh no, Harvey Cohen gets a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Damien. So Damien's been sent round somewhere on the track. And wow, this is just getting better and better. Yeah. So we'll remember that grid penalty post this session. We'll get it in the results. But the time's already changing out here as Christmas is setting the benchmark. 1:28.546. Henry Moore second on a 1:28.551. Harlan Marquez is third, 1:28.572. So the top three all doing 1:28.5 here at Suzuka with 7 minutes of the session left to go.
We're now watching Bartas tomorrow now, who's going towards the line. We'll switch back to the camera view. And let's see what Tommy can set. He was purple set to 2. Could be good for Bartas tomorrow. Could put him in the top 5. Maybe even higher if he's got that pace. Bit of lag there, but he goes 8th fastest with a 28.7. Is Leroy Brown on lap? Yes, he is. Leroy Brown, the leading championship. I mean, the championship leader, sorry. He's on... how many points is he on? He's about 8 ahead of Bogdan Moldovan, I think.
Yeah, 0.86, I think, as he comes towards 130 out, and he's a 10th up in the second sector. So this should put him onto provisional pole position, I should think.
Definitely.
Oh, he's made a little mistake.
Yeah, going into Casio. That could be a mistake. Okay. Yeah, into the pits he goes. He would have been up there. Bartos, 4.5 tenths up on his time now. This could be a 28.4.
So Bartos in 8th position.
No, sorry, a 28.3. If he can put this on together. He said 4.2 tenths a second ago. He's on 28.7 at the moment. This could be pole position nearly for Bartos tomorrow now. He's coming up towards Spoon Curve shortly. Along the straight, which also doesn't have a name. Turn 13.
This is the 200R.
200R. Yeah, right, well. Some are. Into Spoon Curve now. Very nice. Keeping it close to the exit. Oh, a bit of a slide there, but it doesn't affect it too much. Nice and late on the exit. And let's see what time he puts in the end of set to 2. This could be a very quick time for Bartos tomorrow now. And that's easy purple. He's got to be. Oh, no. He's backed off. Cameron Dowd. He's coming around Spoon Curve as we speak. And he's going to be aiming to get up by a few tenths. What time does he set in set to 2? Let's have a look now. He's coming towards the end of set to 2 into 130R shortly. And he's on a 12.0. He's 1/10 up. Good put him around P8 if he's lucky. And he's now coming in towards the Casio Triangle. What time is that here? Let's have a look. He's in Casio Triangle. Very nice there. Taking as much curve as he can. On the exit. Nice and early on the power. 6 to the inside line. Up towards a line. What time is that? Let's have a look. 28. Oh, 28.6. Puts in 4th. We've got Martin Moguli, who's on a lap as well. He's in the other Williams.
Remember, that would be 3rd.
Yeah, that would.
Penalty, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that would be 3rd. Unless maybe if the penalty wasn't given out properly, it could be... Oh, wait, what did he get a penalty for?
Contact with Damien. He got a 5
in qualifying. Was that in qualifying?
Yes, just now.
Yeah, they might reset the grid then. I mean, not reset the grid, so they might restart the lobby if it was given unfairly.
Could be. Damien was off the track and was coming back on through the deadness. Christmas goes top. 1:28.470. That's the time we've been waiting to see on that AlphaTauri with the soft compound tyres. With only 4 minutes left, and it's down to everybody else to find out who's going to be quicker, who's got more time to find. I think it's going to be actually from Radix as well, who's P5 at the moment and is up on the time as well in the sectors. So that could be the one to watch in the seconds he comes through Spoon Curve. Who are you watching though, Richie?
We're looking at Martin Magulli now. He's just about to come towards the line on his final lap. Depends if he sets on the Martin Magulli now. Very nice on the exit. Put the power straight down. Martin Magulli goes on the 11th. We're going to watch Mirandix now. He's coming into 130R very shortly. He's set to pole, set to 2, 1.5 tenths up. This could possibly be P1 or P2 for the McLaren now. Coming in towards the Casio Triangle. Very nice and late on the brakes now. Coming out the corner onto the final exit. And let's see, he's into the pits.
Oh, he's boxed it. Oh, but he would have actually improved, I think. Just about. I think he had a problem coming out of Spoon Curve. He lost so much time down that straightaway. Disappointing as he came in. I think he was also out of fuel looking by that because it's flashing a bit.
Watching Tamas go now. He's currently, I think it was a couple hundredths up there, and he's in Spoon Curve now. And he's very nice, late on the brakes, curves it in, lots of rotation. Now you need the rotation on this part of the track now. Set to 2. Oh, bit of a big slide there. But he caught that. That's some terrific car control from him. That was amazing.
That happened way too often, and that's what I was talking about. Coming out the straight, if you go to wheel on the grass here, it'll just spin you around as well. It's like you driving an F197's game and going on the grass in those days was literally just rev up the engine and go wing and spin around several times. And Thomas Gal, who served a 35-second time penalty last race for contact as well and failing to provide evidence, he got dropped down into 15th place and out of the points. He did finish 10th, finished 15th in the amended results. As we come down now with a few minutes left of qualifying. And who's going to be the next one to set lap times? As so far, I think it's only Netzi, isn't it? He was down in 17th position.
Actually, it might be Bogdan who's going to set a lap. Let's have a look. Bogdan Moldovan, he is the leader of the pack, I think, setting a lap, or Jay?
So he's 15th.
No, sorry, Jay's going to be the first one. Sorry, Jay's going to be the first one to set a lap out of all the drivers. So we'll stick with Jay.
Yeah. Here he is, coming into the... Oh, I thought he was going to take the old pit lane entrance there. Into Casio Triangle. Now, boot it hard, coming out of there. Get a full exit, coming out the last part. And towards the line and start the lap. 7th gear, up to 8th gear as you approach now down towards turn number 1. Turn 1, you can take almost flat out. You don't start braking to the middle part. Flip the car in, then hit the brakes mid part. Into turn 2 as well. Down to 5th gear, back on the accelerator. Drop it down to about 4th gear through the S's as well. But he's carrying so much speed through there. He was in 6th before dropping down to 5th gear. Vierge's got some serious pace here as he rides uphill towards the Dunlop curve at the top of the hill. Takes a little bit of exit power. Degner 1 and Degner 2. You've got to take in 5th gear, otherwise the car spin out. So drop down 2 gears. He's taken the first one in 7th and drops down to 4th in the 2nd. This is a great time for Jay Vierge. He's absolutely pushing like mad as he approaches the hairpin where Kobayashi made the moves. Down the brakes, 2nd gear. Turn the car in. Don't get the power too early. Go on, say again.
Is he let off? He's let off.
Oh, he's let off.
Well, we're going with Bogdan Moldovan as well as he's coming into the Kobayashi curve, as I like to call it. And he's now up 2/10 on his time, looking for around 28 at the moment. But he's still got work to do in set to 2, set to 3. Bogdan Moldovan now on the power, charging up towards the spoon curve. Now you can see Jay Verhage's car just in front. Oh, takes that very nice, carrying a lot of speed. Is Bogdan Moldovan now early on the power, right on the edge of the curbs. Now coming up towards 130R, and then the Casio Triangle will finish off his lap now. You've got 2 cars in front getting ready to set up for laps, and he's going to come to like 4.5 tenths he's up by. Wow. This could be an amazing lap for Bogdan Moldovan. Into the Casio Triangle now. Take as much curve as he can. Look how close he is to them white lines. Coming up towards the line. Oh, a bit of a twitch, but what time is Bogdan Moldovan going to set this in now? Coming up towards the line, and Bogdan Moldovan goes only 10. I think he did that.
Everything.
Yeah.
He gave it everything he had. What about Christmas? Christmas crosses the line and just starts a lap before the checkered flag came out. Christmas has a lap. Martin Maguli will start 12th position. Netsky starts in 17th position. But Christmas just crossed the line as the flag came out. So Harlan Marquez pits as well. He's game over. As this is all getting very exciting now, isn't it?
Menno's the line now. Menno is going to go and says 15th. We've got a McLaren. I think that's Leroy Brown. No, it's not. It's one of them. It's Leroy Brown goes second. 7 thousandths off the back of his teammate. TJ Christmas, sorry.
4.77. He was 7 thousandths of a second slower. And Henry Moore takes pole position in the Red Bull. A 128.357 with that Honda power unit here in Japan. He's going to be ecstatic with that as he takes pole position. Cameron Downs is second. He's moved up. Christmas still on the lap time. He could spoil it for everyone as he approaches, and he's a 10th up at the spoon curve, but goes way too wide. Did he lose the lap time? Coming through spoon. He's a bit messy. Down now towards the 130R, and I think he's still pushing, but I think he's the last one to having a go. Who have you got, Richie?
Jay Verhaage is coming up towards the Casio Triangle now. Oh, big slide there. But let's see what time we can set the board now. Coming towards the line. Where's Jay Verhaage going to put his Alpine? And he goes on the 11th. He had a big...
Here comes Christmas. Christmas to the line. Is he going to improve? Can he be pole position? No, it's only second. It's Henry Moore in the Red Bull who's taken pole position here at Suzuka. And it is separated by around about 400ths of a second. Brilliant quali again.
Indeed. That's
have
got to
you got
be.
time to get the stream on?
Yes, actually, that's got to be one of the best qualifiers we've had in F4. Easily, that was
sure.
absolutely amazing. That was
And
amazing.
here it is. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Richie. Henry Moore takes pole position then here today as he comes through. Christmas is second, Harvey Cohen third, but with a 5-place grid penalty. So it'll be Cameron Downs who finishes in third position as well. And were you just checking if that penalty was legal? I'm
gonna have a look in the chat now quickly in Discord because that seems a bit odd to me. It seemed like, I don't know, like them penalties are always stupid. I've had them many times in leagues, so I'll see if they're going to restart it just for that sake. I think we'll know if we get going. But yeah, Cameron Dowds and Leroy Brown take at the top 5. I only want to, but look how close it is. P1 to P16, less than 5/10. Deborah Cohen says a penalty due to a desynchronise and no collision. Thank you there, Deborah.
Well, and Harlan Marquez is saying as well, in race, do not ready up straight away, guys, in case we need to restart for race. So we might have a restart procedure. As it looks beautiful, sunshiny conditions. It's one of my favourite times here for Japan. Are we staying on this, by the way? We're not coming back to the comment box screen because I can stand up for a second.
I don't think we are. If I want to have a quick look, if we are starting, then obviously we won't. But if we don't start now, we'll come back to the screen. But we'll have a look in the chat quickly, see what Harlan's on about.
Saying, otherwise no restart. PCF4 don't ready up yet. 2 minutes, and Harvey Cohen, you have 2 minutes. I don't know what that's about. As well. So penalty due to that desync issue and no collision being on. So
hang on.
Yeah, go on.
There's Damien Kryptonite says he's not going to restart because time is on midday. Look, Holmes says copy. Can't believe what I've seen.
And if we restart, the time gets reset to morning, doesn't it?
What's Harvey got 2 minutes for?
I think he has it. It's a 2 minute.
We're going to come back to the box. Hang on. We're going to come back.
Okay, well,
we're back.
I think I know what's going on up here, if everything's working okay. What this procedure now is that if the drivers don't ready up, we have... Oh, okay, we're going. Okay,
we are?
We're going. Yep, they're going to go. 28 seconds, we better get back to it because they're not going to change it. So they've said... Henry says, I don't recall quali, so don't have a POV. We'll leave it. So we're going to go back to the race start. Okay, then. That 2 minutes would be a normal standard start time as well as it comes back in. Because without the drivers readying up, they've got 2 minutes to do so. Anyway, we're getting ready with 8 seconds. Are we okay, Richie? Is all good?
Yep, we're all good. Was it not shown on the screen? Oh, no, the screen's not coming up.
Okay, well... Here come the lights. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we're action in Suzuka, and it's a good start from Henry Moore. Christmas comes alongside him down towards turn number 1. Leroy Brown looks to the inside down towards the first corner. They nearly make contact between the 3 of them, but it's a good start so far. And it's Henry Moore through behind Cameron Downs making the move with Christmas Dundee to 3rd position as well. Leroy Brown up to 4th as well. It's a good start from everyone so far as they swing back through down towards turn 1 and 2. Once again, Henry Moore leads. Cameron Downs is 2nd. Christmas 3rd. Leroy Brown 4th. Harvey Cohen 5th. Harlan Marquez is in 6th position. Martin McGurley up to 12th position. Menzo up to 16th. Nesky's down, and Arta Gunal is down to 18th position as the 2 Ferrari. That's a Ferrari with a Williams side by side as we enter Degner. They've got to back out of that one if they're not too careful. As Bogdan Moldovan on the inside of JVA Hay and getting pushed out wide. Brilliant start there, Richie.
Yeah, definitely. Java Hodge out on the first Degner curve nearly spun. He had to correct it. I think he actually tapped a little the side of Bogdan Moldovan due to that, but we can see now David Junchik being overtaken by Bogdan Moldovan. Martin Maguli being overtaken by Bartos Samora, but Martin's got the inside line going into the spoon curve, and he's going to back up for the last second. He's going to give Bogdan Moldovan a bit more invitation to get past coming out of the spoon curve. Bogdan Moldovan has had an amazing start. He has been on fire, but we're going to look at the tyres now, actually, as Deborah says in the chat. We see everyone on the mediums apart from Menno, Damien, Javahaj, Davis Juchik, and Mirandix.
Oh! Bogdan Moldovan spins it and nearly puts in the wall, coming to the 130R, and David Sajunchik does hit the wall coming through the 130R. They all tried to avoid him. Now that was Moldovan going way too wide and caused absolute chaos. David Sajunchik goes down into 18th position and dives into the pit lane to change it as well. Here is Bogdan Moldovan then, still with a front wheel with a great save, but he sent everybody behind him into raptures as we enter turn 1, the first curve.
Yeah, but what happened there with Moldovan? We're going to look at Christmas now. Ooh, Cameron Day's there, gone a little bit wide into turns 2. It's not the S's, and we've got Leroy Brown as well, who's on the back of Christmas. But Christmas is looking to gain on Cameron. Cameron's lost 8/10 over Henry Moore already. So Christmas, Leroy and Harvey need to get out of that train from Cameron and catch up to the back of Henry Moore. Just that little bit, because you can see the gaps are so much smaller. You can see now Damien being passed by Netsky. Damien spun!
Oh no! Damien's round! The winner from last week in Mexico is out and down into 17th position, and that just gets worse and worse and worse.
It does, yeah, but we can see now Christmas is also gaining on Cameron. Yes, again, he's still gaining. Leroy Brown also gaining on the back of TGG Christmas. So it's definitely going to be interesting what the cars can do in these early stages. You can see now Leroy Brown, he is gaining less than 1.5 tenths, nearly less than a tenth, but I think he's going to back off for the 130R. Surely he's got to. Yeah, he does. Into the 130R now, very nice. And TGG Christmas on the back of Cameron will get DRS starting this lap now. So I don't know where the DRS zones are actually. Isn't it going towards 130R and the start finish straight?
Well, the first DRS zone is down the start finish straight. The second DRS zone is in that run, but it stops just before the 130R. Otherwise, there's a huge contact zone as well because of it. But here is DRS enabled, so we'll update you as it goes. You can see with the little green dot on the circuit where the DRS zone is. In fact, I'm only being told that on this version in 2022, they've restricted it to just the start finish straight because I'm not seeing any other DRS zones. Well, I'm not seeing any other DRS zones on the maps, and that must have changed actually because beforehand, coming out of Spoon Curve and all the way down towards 130R, it was a DRS zone. But now, on this map, I'm only seeing it, a little green dot down the start-finish straight. That's the only one. So it's only the start-finish straight is DRS. That's interesting. They've changed that.
It is. That is very interesting, unless it's a glitch. Which Netsky now is on the back of Javahaj now. I don't know if Javahaj got damage. He just seems to be off the pace these first couple of laps now. Will Netsky do a Yana up Mia? Like we saw on Tom at Praz Digestate. No, he doesn't. He stays back. No, he actually is going to go for it. Up the inside on the exit of the corner. Not the entrance, something different, but Jay's going to try and push him wide now. Coming down towards the Spoon Curve. Netsky right behind, less than a tenth of a second. Is he going to push Jay? He looked up the inside, but backed off the last second. Very wise thinking that from Netsky now. As we're going to look at TG Christmas. He's on the back of Cameron Dowd yet again. And yeah, this time... Oh, no, sorry, Leroy Brown's even closer to the back of Christmas.
Yeah, can Leroy make a move? He's looking in towards the braking zone. Can't get through here. Now we switch Christmas as they enter the DRS zone. Well, this could be Leroy's opportunity. Opens up the DRS then as everyone sets the new fastest up in the race. Down towards the first curve as well. Harvey Coleman's there too. Here comes Leroy to the first corner. And everyone's now down to 6th position. You can see the weight difference between qualifying and the race with the fuel loads now added on as well. And Leroy's just biding his time. Henry Moore's got 7/10 of a second to Cameron Downs. But if I'm honest with you, this could be everyone down to Martin McGill in 11th. Well, actually, no, correction now because that's changed. Oh, no, that's gone back again. Everyone down to Martin McGill in the 11th position are separated by a second, but Mirandrix as well in 9th keeps fluctuating both outside and inside the second. And they're on the hard tyres, so that might explain why in the early pace of this session so far.
With a penalty.
3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and that is probably because he went so wide coming out of the 130R, and he's done it again twice more in this race alone.
No, he just went the hairpin actually. I think it was in the curve. He's now got Jay and Netsky very close behind this time, so I think it was due to the instant there. Is Van Nagy not looking too quick this race behind his teammate Tamas Gall? Also, not see him with a bit more speed as he isn't always a quick driver on track, and from what we saw in Mexico and I think it was Miami. But Istvan's going to look up the inside of his team. Look how much more top speed Istvan's got over Tamas Gall now. Going into the Casio triangle, and Istvan's still behind, but we'll notch the front lot now. We'll watch TGG Christmas. He's going to be looking to game on Cameron Dowds possibly. And what a bad camera angle this is. There we go now. We can watch Christmas. No, we're not going to watch Christmas.
Rangic sets the fastest lap on that hard compound tyre. 132.308, I believe it was, as they come back through. My side's just a little bit glitchy at the moment. I think it's my internet playing up.
Jay, Netsky and Arda are all on the back of Bogdan Moldovan. Moldovan's not got the pace today, 2.87 seconds behind. So has he got any damage, possibly? Because look how it's 3 seconds now.
Yeah.
But look at Jay, he's just pushing Bogdan along. And Netsky's got to be, I mean, Jay's got to be careful because Netsky could just take the invitation. As look how, yeah, this is very close now. Bogdan's got to do something. 3.2.
Into Degner 1. Swing it back into Degner 2. Look at Netsky, so much faster as well. Back, but Bogdan slow. That's going to give actually Vierge the opportunity he's looking for at the inside. No, can't find it. At the same time, Netsky's trying to go around the outside, coming into the hairpin as well. Round the 200R, down towards the spoon curve now. As you go flat out, lift a little bit. Sling the car in. It's 2 single file this track as well in many parts as well. That's it. We never really get a great race here in Suzuka unless it's raining. If it's raining, we get a fantastic race. But I'm hoping esports is the exception that even in dry races we get some great runs as well. I haven't done too many around Suzuka in the past as we enter 130R and Netsky just rallying on the back. It's the trains, I think, Richie, that we're going to see a lot today.
Definitely.
Cut back to Christmas, leading in 3rd position. Leroy Brown 4th. And a little bit of a segregation group starting as well as the top 2 nearly pulling away. In fact, Cameron Down's backed off massively. So now Henry Moore's lost 0.2 of a second. So it's a fight for first in Japan. And this is it. Who's going to be top dog?
Yep, Jay Verhaeghe there got past Bogdan Moldovan on the straight there. And Netsky don't happen to win, but he dropped to 6/10 behind. Oh, but look at his pace. Look at the pace from Netsky over Bogdan. I don't know if Bogdan's got damage, maybe like floor or side pod damage from the incident he had in the when he spun off into the wall could have been. But yeah, look at that. He's just got no rear. Netsky's going to challenge him into the Degner curves now.
That's a bit close.
Yeah,
it's
and that's
not
a back
an opportunity.
off. But he's going to go up the inside by the looks of it. Yeah. Oh, big from big bit of overseer from Arda now, and Netsky's got to get past Bogdan surely. Oh, he's gone wide. This is allowed Arda to get through. Arda is going to challenge him on the outside, going up towards the spoon curve now. And has Arda got the move? No, he's not, but he's still going to pressure Netsky now, and he's going to get the move done. Pushes Netsky off the track a bit there. Menno's also catching up. And they contacted again.
That causes problems. Netsky's had to drop out power again. The Mercedes sandwich is really beginning to show between the two of them now. And meantime, further back as well, there's a battle for second going on as well. We need to get back to the front because coming down the start-finish straight as well, Leroy Brown and Christmas are nearly side by side. Now it's backed off a bit. We're going to yellow as Memo spins around as well. So that's not great news there coming through the 130R.
Yeah, but Christmas and Cameron Dowds are going to get very close here. Look how close Christmas is to the back of Cameron Dowds there. Going up in towards the final parts of the Essie section. This could be close between these 3 today. Well, these 5, because they're all within, 2 seconds together? Yeah, P1 to P5? But we can see quali. Quali, the times were close. It was 4.9 tenths from 1st to 14th. So the times on this track are very, very close. But still, Bogdan Moldovan is less, he's a second behind Jay Verhaeghe already.
It's a shocking run, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Bogdan Moldovan normally is good in the race, but it just seems he hasn't got the setup. He hasn't, maybe he's got damage. I'm not sure, but he just hasn't got that pace to carry through. Damien as well won last week in Mexico by, by a long mile, but now he's 2 tenths behind at the back. Apart from David Dunchik.
The race last weekend in Mexico as well. Yes, it was close at the end, but Damien was dominating completely throughout it, all of it, all the way throughout the race. He was completely there as it comes through. As Christmas again under a bit of pressure now again from Leroy Brown as it comes through the 130R. As we watch Arda Ganal and Netsky's battle further back as well, and Bogdan Moldovan choosing in the front there. There is Netsky. I think he's 9/10 ahead. As well to Menzo as the leaders come down the start-finish straight once again towards turn 1, the first curve, fly it through. What a wonderful camera angle that was as well as it comes back. And they've changed it actually because beforehand, the first corner camera here, as Netsky gets a 5-second time for speeding in the pit lane.
He's out! Oh no, in the pit lane.
In the pits, yeah. So he retires from the race. We knew that was coming as soon as we see.
Damien gets past Menno though. Damien got the pace over Menno. Damien just let Menno through.
That's weird.
That is
weird. Has Damien got a problem? He's revving a little bit. I need that. We need the data screen now. That's what we need to see. I'll get on mine. Hang on. His revs aren't that high.
Look.
Yeah, he's coasting around. He's not at full throttle. So Damien with something, unless he's desperately trying to save fuel. I'm not too sure about that one. To be fair, it does look a bit weird to me.
He's got plus 0.2 fuel.
He was so heavy on the downshifts there. That's a problem there. Yeah,
that's weird. Yeah, maybe he's got some damage. I'm not quite sure.
Leroy Brown's closing in once again. I think trying to come through on the inside of Christmas as we swing back through into towards 130. This is still Damien coming through.
Yeah, this is really odd. I want to look at his, right, we're going to look at speed. So we're going to watch what Menno does in towards the corner. So Menno goes 303, and yeah, so he's got the speed. Just seems like the car's not matching what he's doing. Leroy Brown gaining in towards turn 1 on the back of Christmas. Christmas has lost a little bit of time there on the back of on the back of Cameron Dowds. Sorry, and Cameron Dowds has lost time on the back of Henry Wall, but Istvan Nagy's pressuring Harlan Marquis now. Look how close Istvan is. He's got that pace there. It's took his tyres a little bit of time to warm up. Damien's got past Menno going in towards turn 1, but Harlan goes a bit wide there. Yeah, I've got a bit of a glitch with the telemetry.
Yeah, it keeps coming on and off, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's weird. But now Istvan is lost a little bit of time onto the back of Harlem now, and Harlem's already had that 1 second gap to the top 5. So he's going to shook up a bit of the racing today.
Getting entertaining then in this race so far, with 9 of 27 done.
That's a third.
1/3 of the race. Yeah, I was just trying to work that out quickly. It's been a long day as it comes back through. And Henry Moore looking once again exciting at that front. 8 tenths ahead now as well. 9 tenths actually. Keeps separating between the two of them. Leroy Brown though, what can he do? Can he have an attack on Christmas at some point as well? Down towards the 130R. Not an opportunity for an overtaker too far back. We've got the Casio triangle. Or is he going to line it up for coming into turn 1? The first curve, officially called the first curve as well.
Who's second and third and fourth in the standings? Do you know? Harlan Pitts?
Yeah, that's an interesting call then to come into the pit lane this early on in the race.
It is definitely very early.
And
so does Bogdan.
And Ardiganal gets the fastest lap of the race, 132.216. So we'll update you with Harlem and Bogdan's pit stop strategies. But Leroy Brown leads the title by 7 points on 41. Bogdan Moldovan's on 34. Damien's on 32.
Yeah.
Cornely Golo is on is 4th on 26 points. Istvan Nagy's 5th on 23. And Harvey Cohen is 6th on 22.
So there's no one in this race that really can challenge Leroy Brown, because obviously we haven't got Coldon today.
Yes.
No, we haven't. And we haven't got Bogdan in the points. He's 16th to the time penalty. Damien's 13th. So it's going to be interesting. Unless Leroy Brown makes some big mistakes, he's going to extend his championship to lead today by quite a few points, I think.
Yeah, he's going to become the bigger breakaway. And victory, of course, in Austria and Belgium beforehand is the one we need to watch. Yeah. And also, I know we missed the start because of an error, but don't worry, because I'll just nick some of the driver's footage for the first 30 seconds and splice it in the highlights next week.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that as it comes through. Down towards the 130R. And hopefully everyone's enjoying the highlights and the things we've been doing, me and Richie as well. Just give you a bit more information so that we're not constantly talking about the past. We do it like 20 minutes before everything starts again. Go on, Richie. Yeah,
I was going to say Christmas pits. So does Harvey, so does Tamas Gall. And who else pits? Martin McGurley. Apart from that, everyone else is staying out for now. No, Ardiganay as well joins the pack. And then, I can't see anyone on the means pit. Oh, that's David Off. That's David Off. That is... Oh. No, it's not David Off, is it?
There's a contact in the pit lane.
Oh.
Contact in the pit lane between Christmas and Harvey Cohen. They ran into each other in the pit lane. In the fast lane. Now, they haven't crashed out. Luckily, I think they ghosted. But it reset Harvey Cohen for about 2 seconds. So that's dropped him, I think, a position.
Hang on.
Go on.
Hang on. Thomas Gall's got damage. And he hasn't hit anything. What's happened?
And he's just come out of the pit lane. I told you, that's the damage in the pit lane. They run into each other.
Harlem.
Look at that from Harlem Marquez and Harvey Cohen. They're side by side. And again, the Alpine runs at the top, coming to a double and he too has got damage on his wing. This is on the pit lane. There's something wrong with the Japan pit lane, and that's where the contacts come from.
Yeah, that's really odd from what's happened there. Leroy Brown on the back of Cameron Dowds now, 3/10 of the gap, and he's looking to get past him probably after 130 on, unless he decides to pit. But yeah, he's on 10 lap old mediums now. Mirandic's looking to take the lead of the race. Went toward the top four pit in for New Haas, I believe. And do they stay or go in? Let's have a look. And they both go in. Henry Moore stays out. No, Henry Moore goes in. Istvan goes in. This means Mirandix takes lead.
Henry Moore, the race leader, has been given a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So that's not him automatically retiring. He's just got it wrong. Now he's really going to have to pray for a safety car. As again, look at this. The cars get released into each other. You see what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's odd.
And then the ghosting switches off midway through and it causes damage that they can't avoid in the pit lane. Look, when they come out of the pit lane, the ghosting ends and then bang, you get the damage.
Let's see, does anyone have damage?
Oh, someone's off sector 1. There might be a safety car. It's Damien! It's Damien! Damien's in trouble somewhere. He's the one dropping down the positions.
Yeah,
Damien's struggling. He's got no drive, is he?
Has he got damage? He's got to have some severe damage. Maybe rear wing damage, possibly. That's weird. Harvey getting past Bartos tomorrow out the inside of the Dunlop curve. But Bartos can't fight back that at all. Oh, and Harlem's took the invitation as well to get past Bartos now towards dead the curve 1 and 2. Looking front there, we've got T. Christmas and Istvan Nagy fight now. Come towards the hairpin as well. It's called the Kobayashi curve now. As Christmas goes up the inside of Istvan. They make a slight bit of contact, but TG Christmas takes a move. But Istvan's going to fight back up the inside. Yes, he is. He's not going to let that position go, but he has to tuck behind just for now. But will he be able to try and fight back in towards Spoon Curve? No, he won't. He'll try. But Tamascar's gone for the softs.
Yeah,
which is odd.
That's a brave call.
Or it could be a glitch. One of the same.
It's showing up my side, so it must be. It could be a glitch in the game itself.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It happened it happened to someone last week in another league I was in. No, actually, no, it was F6, I think. It happened to someone there, or F4, I can't remember. My brain's died since then. Watching Istvan now on the back of Christmas, and Christmas is around 8/10 to the back of Leroy Brown, as Leroy Brown's still net second because Henry Moore's got a penalty. Cameron Dowds at the moment is net leader. Montgomery sets fast up on the hard at 32.177 now, as these fans looking to gain on Christmas now, coming towards turn 1, but can't get much done there. Leroy Brown 2/10 behind the back of Cameron Dowds, and Cameron Dowds is 1.1 seconds behind Henry Moore, who is still leader of the race technically, and with his penalty technically isn't. So yeah, on track leader, off track not, as Cameron is needs to get some pressure onto the back of Henry. Otherwise, this is going to help Leroy Brown so much. And Harvey Cowan was net 4th. He's now net 6th. So he's obviously had some issues in the pit lane, I think. Yeah. From that ghosting issue.
There's definitely been something wrong there.
So I'm sure Leroy was behind Christmas. Harvey was behind. I don't know.
Yeah, Leroy was behind Christmas in the pit lane. So this is what I'm on about. Christmas and Cohen ran into each other and they both got reset, and that allowed Leroy through. So Leroy's the car that slipped on the inside line. That's what we were talking about.
If I look at this correctly, Mirandix will come out if the gap stays the same behind Christmas, maybe. It's 18 seconds between him and Henry Moore, 19 to Cameron, so probably around between 6th and 10th. I'd say it's a perfect position there. Watching Leroy Brown pressure Cameron Dowds. Cameron Dowds still hasn't got the DRS to Henry Moore now, so this is a perfect opportunity for Leroy Brown to make an overtake coming down towards turn 1 now as he's on the main straight. Leroy Brown gets fastest lap and he's right behind 6. He's wheeled to the inside of Cameron Dowds in towards turn 1 and gets a move done way before turn 1 there. Wow. Cameron Dowds cannot fight that back at all. And now Leroy Brown's...
Yeah.
I'm going to say Leroy Brown's challenge is to get after Henry Moore now. Nearly less than 1 second is the gap.
What a great race we are seeing here as more cars dive in towards the pit lane as well. As
Luke 95. Isn't that Luke Etheridge?
It is, I think.
I don't think he's in the right lobby. He's meant to be in F2, isn't he? That starts in 15 minutes. He's joined the wrong one.
And he is solo coming tonight as well. So good luck, Luke, on the solo comms.
Yep, good luck, Luke. Luke. Yep, he's gone. Christmas now, 8 tenths behind Cameron Dowds. But look how much time Leroy Brown's already gained on Cameron. He's already gained 8 tenths.
Yeah, everyone's just hopping in our lobby as well to see what's going on tonight. So that's what's happening. We must be having a more fun race.
4 tenths behind Harlan Marquis. Harlan Marquis is about 5 tenths behind Harvey Carman, who's had a very unfortunate pit stop.
Yeah, Damon's gone to the mediums, by the way, so that's an opportunity to look for in the coming races.
Definitely, as we're nearly halfway through the race, I think. Actually, no, 14 point... No, hang on.
We've just passed it, haven't we?
Yeah, 14 plus 14.
Yeah, JVA pits. So Vieja now diving in. He's clearly had enough of it. He's seen enough. He wants to go racing now and see what he can do in full throttle for the remainder. As we've got a yellow.
At C11.
2.
That is... We'll look at the front because the battle's massive there. Harvey gaining up a little bit to Isfan now. Coming up in towards the end of the S's, up towards the Dunlop curve. And Henry Moore still on track. Provisional leader of the race, otherwise Leroy Brown, who would be winning the race actually at this moment if Henry Moore doesn't get his penalty removed now, as Cameron Dowes also in that DRS still to
Thomas Gal, is he retiring? Because he's just been given a 5-second penalty and he's come into the pit lane. David Sejongji's gone through, so if Thomas is retiring, we'll certainly get to see it in a few moments' time. Now he's checking over to hard compound tyre. So Thomas Gal's going to use hard compound tyres. He's last anyway, but still.
Look at Harlem, he's on the back.
Oh no!
What?
Christmas! 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings.
That's interesting. This helps Cameron Dowes and Leroy Brown in terms of being safe from TD Christmas overtaking them. We're in yellows. We've got yellows. Who's... Oh, no, we're back to green.
It was multiple sectors as well, because sector 1's not that long.
Sector 2, I think it was as well. Yeah. Someone hit the... I think someone spun. I think it was...
Menzo takes the lead. Yeah.
Mirandix. Let's see where Mirandix come out.
Well, you were predicting down in 10th, weren't you?
6th to 10th.
6th to 10th. Could be possible. This comes back through.
And he comes out. 6th.
That's that. Oh, well done. Well done.
Perfect. Oh, and he spins on the exit, and he's going to get down to 7th now. He's going to look up the inside, and he has to adjust his line a little bit, and doesn't get... Oh, he goes around the outside!
Oh, my word!
Jesus, that's a move.
And
Harlan goes around the outside as well, up the inside into the Dunlop curve. Now, Bartos tomorrow's next to make a move on Mirandix. Is he going to make a move? Yes, he is up the inside, up towards Detner curve.
That's too much. Can't go around the outside of Degner. It's too narrow, and he deepens in on himself. Oh, that's your Bogdan Moldovan, of course. He makes has a little look on the inside line.
Bartos. It's Bartos.
Oh, sorry, it's Bartos.
You've done a Crofty.
Well, it's all glitchy on my side. I can't. It's like I'm commentating on two things as well. It's so glitchy. So I'm sorry about that. But yeah, Bartos in 10th position. Where is Bogdan Moldovan then? 14th. That's where I need to look for.
Yep.
But I'm just taking a look also as well. Menzo hasn't pitted yet, so Henry Moore's the net leader of this race, and Leroy Brown is right behind him now as we take a look at it now. So he is hunting him down as this race continues on.
But look at this battle. P2 to... Well, we'll include Christmas in the battle. P2 to P13. This is one of the longest trains we've ever had in F4 this season, at least. So it's going to be very interesting now. Oh, Menno pits now. Menno's going to go to mediums. He'll probably come out around 12th, 13th, probably. Just ahead of Bogdan. Well, he'll come out ahead of Bogdan easily. But, yeah, just behind Ardoganay, 13th. He's where he comes out. And Jevherj gets past Bartos Samara now. Coming into turn 1, I think it was. And he's, well, Jay's on the better, fresher, faster tyres. And Mirandix also is on the back of Harlem, as Harlem's on, slower tyres on those medium compounds. So, also, Istvan gets past Christmas. Didn't see that coming out. Oh, Christmas nearly slid off the track there. And he does go off the track.
And that's not a part of the track you want to go off on, as there's a yellow sectors 1 and 2 as a result of going slowly. And that is who is cutting the grass as well. And that has really put paid to his afternoon in such a strong, promising position. He drops down all the way to 12th. In this race.
I'm going to watch Leroy Brown now. Leroy Brown's on the back of Henry Moore still. Leroy Brown's got pace, hasn't he, today? Qualified up the backside in 5th.
Henry Moore's got a penalty. Where did that
He
come
has.
from? Have we said that before?
You was the first one to mention it. The 5 second in the pit
very good.
lane.
Very good. So here comes Leroy Brown then, the net leader of this race here in Suzuka, on course for his third win of the year after Austria and in Spa as well in Belgium. Now here in Suzuka, can he make it in Japan? Open up the DRS coming out the last corner. 100 metres, 50 metres, 20 metres. That's it open. Bring it down towards the first curve as well. Can he get in the slipstream down towards the first corner? He's certainly a lot closer than before. Can't find a way through on the inside line. Now the S's section is really where it starts to come through as Mirandix gets ahead of Esteban Nagy as well for 5th position. And Christmas is out of the race. Christmas is out. We think it's in the pit lane, but we can't be sure.
I believe it is. I believe it is in the pit lane. But look at this from Mirandix and Jay. Jay come out 11th. Mirandix come out 9th. And look where they are now. 5th and 7th.
Yeah.
So this strategy really works for those two. They're hard to use worked off different magnificently. Thomas has got 3. No. Thomas has got 5 seconds. Bogdan's got 3, and Henry's got 5. So at the moment, Leroy Brown's. So at the moment, it would be Leroy Brown first, followed by Cameron Dowds, followed by Harvey, and then Mirandix, then Henry Moore, I think. Maybe Henry Moore drops even lower, not sure.
Last week in Mexico was our first race without the safety car, and it looks like Japan could be our second race without the safety car.
In a row,
everyone's been a bit too careful out there. Yeah, a bit too cautious. Here we go.
You've got to be careful on this track.
This is Mirandix as well as somebody else flashing out. That's Saber Junchik going up into 15th position. But this hit again. Look at this from Leroy Brown. If we switch back to second in a second, because getting awfully close now in towards the Casio Triangle. I think this could be the lap. He makes the move officially to take the lead. He's already got the net lead with Henry Moore's 5-second time penalty. But he wants to make it official as he opens up the DRS down towards turn number 1. He's closer than ever before. He dives to the inside line in a Kimi Raikkonen-esque move and takes the lead. Henry Moore tries to come back to on the inside line. It doesn't work, and Leroy Brown leads in Suzuka.
Yep, Mirandix also on the back of Harvey Cohen now. Mirandix strategy working off dividendly as he's now on the back of Harvey Cohen. Harvey Cohen's 2 seconds behind the back of Cameron Dowds. So Mirandix needs to get these moves done quickly and safely to get himself into a possible podium position because of Henry Moore's because of Henry Moore's penalty. If Mirandix gets past Harvey, he will be P3. I can't see the 5 seconds being removed from Henry because, well, 99% of the time, it's your own fault if you speed into pit lane. There's rarely ever glitches in the pit lane side of things. So, Mirandix and Harvey fighting for the podium. And Istvan and Java Haj also going to be fighting for 4th position as well. As no, hang on. Yeah, fighting 4th as Henry will drop down somewhere along the order. I'm getting confused with all the numbers. I'm tired. I'm getting confused.
Leroy Brown leads this race. He's got around about, I would say, 9/10 of a second to Cameron Downs as well, because Moore has that 5-second time penalty to serve. Harvey Cohen will be promoted up into 3rd position as well. And all the Harveys and Henrys and all that lot are all in the same places. Harlan Marquez in 8th position as well, so inside the top 10. And it all was getting a little bit too confusing. As here we go again for Miranda. Down towards the start-finish line and try and have a go at Harvey Cohen for 3rd position in towards turn 1, dives to the inside line and makes a lovely move, but I think he got it done by the part turn 2. Yes, he did. Nice move.
We've got Jay Harsh now on the back of Istvan Nagy now, coming up in towards the final S's now, but Jay's got pace. Istvan hasn't on those older, harder tyres now. Jay's got to get a bit of work done and get past Istvan as soon as he can. He's got to be charged after Harvey because that's the bit that he's, obviously these hard runners are slower. So this will help Mirandix just fly off. But if Jay wants to get on that podium today, he needs to get past Harvey and Istvan, then charge after Mirandix, which I think he can do. We saw his qualifying pace. He would have been going for nearly a top 5 lap until he spun. No, he just let off because he went wide. So he's got the pace. We've seen him in qualifying, but he's got to make sure he can pay that off in the race. He did start a bit down the order.
And I think Vieira's got a great little run here, hasn't he?
Ooh.
Coming up towards the 200 high. He's sideways so much. He touched the grass. He's forced a mistake from Mr. Van Nagy. He sends it up the inside of spoon. It's not too much, but the pressure is definitely on as they head down towards the 130R. Oh, go on. Give us a move on the 130R. Is he going to go down? Which way is he going to go? He's thinking about the inside line, but couldn't make the move.
He's going around the outside into Casio Triangle. He's got the inside line on the final corner. He gets past Istvan, but Istvan's going to fight back on the outside. But no, that's Jay's move done for now. But Istvan's going to have the DRS going up towards turn 1. Yes, he has. This is going to be a fight now. Really interesting fight. Istvan's going to fight back 3/10, but he's not. Oh, he hasn't gained enough.
Backed off. He's backed off. What a fantastic move from JVA. That's what Ayrton Senna was trying to do back in 1988. That manoeuvre, and we've seen it completed now in 2022.
Yeah,
fabulous move from
that is the move that lost Senna the championship, if I'm correct, isn't it?
Yes, up the inside, and they make contact. Yeah,
and then and then also Senna wasn't it Senna also the one that went straight on and got the 5-second penalty? Or was that in a different track? Went straight on, didn't he, on the off-road?
Yeah,
that was 91, wasn't it? Was it 91?
No, Alex. It was in 89. So in 89, 89 in the chicane, they made the contact. Prost turned in on Senna when Senna went for the middle of the inside line. And that's a spin for Martin McGurley coming out of the Degners.
Yeah.
So, Senna went on the inside, Prost turned in on him, and they got stuck.
Yeah, and they got stuck,
Prost got out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Prost got out. Senna kept the engine running, and in those days, you couldn't take escape roads. You had to respect the distance of the race. So you had to go back and rejoin the track in the same place you went off.
Yeah.
So Senna didn't do that. He cut the corner, and the FIA got him for it.
Wasn't that also the year where? Well, wasn't it Prost's final year in McLaren? He left, didn't he, that year to go to Ferrari, didn't he?
Yes, and then in 1990, same track here, it's down at turn 1. This time, Senna crashed into Prost at turn 1 to make sure
on purpose?
Yes, on purpose. Yeah.
Oh.
If Senna had wanted to stay in the race, he would have braked, and we would have seen brake smoke and everything. He probably went in there. He had no intention of coming out of turn 1, in either in the lead or with Prost.
Was that Japan?
Yeah, that was Japan 1990.
Okay.
I think where did he win the title in 91? I think he won it in Japan again, but not
I thought it was Brazil.
Yeah, no, he won the race in Brazil in 93, and I can't remember the way he won the title in 91.
Well, he won it somehow.
Yeah.
Well, that's enough of... Yeah. I was going to say, it's enough of Ayrton Senna now. He's going to get back to race. Mirandix's now, gain that little gap as we talked about Senna now. And he's going to try a bit of a Senna-esque moves, probably. Let's hope it's not into turn 1. As he's now going on Cameron Downs.
Yeah. 2 of the 3 championships was won here by Senna, because as well. 3 years running, they came to Suzuka as the championship contenders, and they left twice as champion. Prost left as 1, but that's just wrapping up the F1 history that we were talking about. you can't not race at Suzuka and not talk about it.
Exactly.
This is looking great now, isn't it? As you say, look at this right in the back of Cameron Downs for what is, I think, second position.
Yeah, looking for second, and then after that, he's going to fight Henry Moore, then Leroy Brown.
Did he go for it? They've made contact, surely. They've just made it through.
That was literally like an 89. Was it 89? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Also, a bit like Thomas Ronahar, who we saw yesterday, who went flying into the side of Lucas Blakely after, I think it was over Jarno Opme who tried to overtake. Unfortunately for him, he dropped down to P10, I think, at the end of the race, which is bad race for Thomas Ronahar. R.I.P. Thomas, as I saw that on Twitter. I don't know if it was actually for Thomas Ronahar, but someone commented on it about him. So
yeah, it was that lost opportunity in the race, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah, we've got Harvey now on the back of Java Haj. Java Haj has lost a little bit of time there on Mirandix. I'm not sure if it's because Harvey's been pressuring him, but he's lost a little bit of time. But Jay... Actually, no, ignore me. Jay's got past Istvan and Harvey while we've been talking. We missed that bit. So, yeah, now we're going to have a bit more... So, we talked away about Senna, and we've got back a little bit of interest in racing now. Because Harvey's going to drop back soon, and it's Jay versus Mirandix, and then Cameron versus Henry versus Leroy, which could be a very interesting battle. But, I'd like to comment, first to sixth, Mercedes... First to sixth is either an Alpine, a Williams, Red Bull, or McLaren. There's only 4 teams in the top 6.
As Damien gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, if you get the top 8, it's only 5 teams in the top 8.
That's insane.
Which is good for the Constructors' Championship for many drivers.
Yeah, now the Constructors do has the same awards as the drivers.
Yeah.
But they need to help, and it's all about learning to work together as teammates as well with the Constructors' Championship.
That's the issue. Yeah, you know, I've raced in leagues before, and sometimes you have teammates who work with you perfectly. You know, if you're in front of the championship, you know, you decide what happens. You know, vice versa. But you see some leagues, people, and from when I drive in, they just don't care that you know, for some reason think you're their enemy. when you really should be
Yes,
working with them. Like, I've had the amount of contact I've had with my teammate because he wants to get past me, and I've said stick back. It's going to work better, and he's like, no, just sends up the inside or around the outside, and we end up taking each other out. Bit like 2016. 2016 Mercedes, perfect example of bad teammanship. And you can't just say, oh, Lewis is a 6-time champion. He knows what he's doing. At the end of the day, they was both at fault many times that year. And you can't blame anyone else apart from those two, Nico and Lewis.
Yeah, them two really did have blows that were legendary. And
it was a good battle, though.
Yeah, same with Max and Lewis, actually. That was great.
Definitely, yeah. Very good battling, but I think sometimes they both took the limits, didn't they? But obviously, because Lewis has been in the sport longer, Lewis has more, obviously, because he has more support because of, obviously, all the racism and stuff in the sport. He has a lot more support than people like Max. And a lot of the Dutch fans can be a bit dodgy sometimes. Not all of them, of course, because I'm a Max fan. But, yeah, and that didn't help Max at all, did it? Because it was like, yeah, Max is the bad guy.
Look at Mirandix. It's the opportunity he's looking for around the Casio triangle. He still can't make the move. He's gone a bit too far, actually. That's going to let JVA get right at the back of him. Now, VA is going to have the DRS coming down the start finish straight, pulls the inside line as well. But again, like with Senna and Prost in 88, they're moving towards the pit wall again. Mirandix stays ahead as we enter turn 1. One ball with VA. Can't find a way through. What a great bit of defending between the pair of them. This is a thrilling battle.
This is a very nice battle there. Jay, as well, obviously, due to that incident from Mirandix, he's gained a couple of tenths. Well, actually, no, about 7 tenths. But also, Harvey stayed behind as well. He's at about 6 tenths behind, so he's looking good for a P5, P6, possibly. But this is key now. Mirandix and Jay need to use as much of these tyres as they can. They've got 2 laps to make it work. They've got to get themselves. At the moment, Mirandix is looking at a 3rd because of Henry Moore's penalty, and Jay's looking at a 4th. So they've got to, if Mirandix and Jay can get through on Cameron Dowds, that could be a P3 for both of them. So I personally think they should work together in a way, get past Cameron together without fighting. Then they can sell out a podium 2 and 3.
I would agree. That's the strategy in Richie. Getting it on and knowing exactly what needs to be done. That's how you work together as a teammate.
Exactly.
So let's try to do it.
Yeah, I know they're not teammates, but you've got to work. We've seen drivers in real life work as teams before.
Yes, and if you're friends with them as well,
exactly,
they do work with each other.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what you've got to do.
Look at Lando and Carlos. They were battling together, but they worked together on the track.
Yeah,
they both
definitely.
need to move up the field. We've seen that happen before.
Yeah.
And Russia last year, for instance, when they were 1-2 on the grid.
Yep.
As we're on board, Sylvia down towards the first corner again.
Yeah, 5 tenths behind, and Cameron's actually about 3 tenths behind Henry Moore now, so this could be interesting.
Whoa, Vieille was so sideways there.
Bit of Alonso in Hungary.
Yes. Getting a little bit chetchy there, isn't it, as they come back through. This is Martin McGonagall then. Position as things stand.
On the back of Menno. Menno's got worse tyres somehow, which is odd. Martin seems faster on 15-lap hards, and Menno's slower on 9-lap mediums, which is very, very odd.
Oh, and Damien's into the pit lane, and he's put softs on, so he's going to go for it.
Lap. Yeah, Martin gets 3-second penalty, so it doesn't matter if he passes Menno or not. But yeah, penalty-wise, we've not been too bad. Collision-wise, we've not been too bad. This has been a very clean, feisty race, I should say. It has, yeah. But Mirandix on the back of Cameron Dowds, still on the back of Cameron Dowds, and Cameron Dowds still on the back of Henry Moore. And Leo Brown's stretches lead to enough where I think it's easy to say he's going to win unless he gets a penalty, which in Leroy Brown's books is very hard. Tamas goes fastest on the hards with 30.5, but doesn't matter, he's down in 16th at the moment. He has not had the best luck, has he? At all, Tamas hasn't.
Yeah, sadly not in this race as well. He's been having numerous problems, and I'm hoping as we come on to the last lap of the race, then I'll restart that.
Yeah.
Last lap of the race. Leroy Brown leads by 1.7 seconds to Henry Moore, but it's the battle for second and third that's still brewing. Henry Moore's got a 5-second time penalty to serve, so that's Cameron down second. Mirandix is in third, and Javier needs to get inside the time to get that third position, because I think he's just inside it, isn't he? But he's dropping back at a rate of knots.
Jay's in the time easily. I think at the moment Henry's going to drop down to like 8th. Possibly.
That 5 seconds is maybe even 10th. Just
could
one
be. Let's
ninth,
have a
I
look.
would say.
So,
Probably around about there.
1.5, 2.1, 2.7, 3.7.
Yeah, I've got to work
It'd be
out
around,
mental
it'd be around
math.
8th, 9th. Yeah, 8th or 9th.
Still, though, this is going to be, as I said, for Leroy Brown, his third win of the year. One in Austria, one in Spa,
Yeah.
one in Japan. And do you want to know what all that is, by the way, Richie?
What?
That's every single race that I've called the start and you've called the end that he's won. He wins on odd
interesting.
weekends. Yeah.
Right, let's have a look now. Is any more? I mean, Leroy Brown is coming towards the line shortly, but Mirandix is gaining on the back of Cameron Des, so we'll just watch that quickly. We could see battles in towards. Oh, look how much Mirandix got pace. He's going to send it. He's got to. No, he holds back for now. Is he going to send Cameron defensive? Yeah, but nothing he can do
Leroy's
at
to
all.
the line.
And Leroy Brown comes across the line to win the Japanese Grand Prix at PSGL F4. Cameron ends up to P2. Mirandix takes third. 1-3 for McLaren. Jay finished his fourth. And Henry Moore down to 9th. That's very unfortunate for him indeed. Harvey Kane finished his fifth in a pretty good race for him today. Istvan into 6th, followed by Harlem, 7th, Bartos, Henry, and Ardeganay. Then we've got Menno, Martin, Bogdan, and then we've got Damien. Going to come across the line shortly.
What a fantastic race here at Suzuka. It's Leroy Brown once again who takes victory. His third win of the season.
Yeah.
42 minutes it took him to do that race. A fabulous race. As here comes Damien from the highs of last week to the lows of this week. Last in the field again of the runners. Unbelievable.
That is really a shame for David. I mean, not David, sorry, Damien. Also David as well. And Tamas Gall. You know, these three.
Yeah.
Well, David and Tamas have had really unfortunate seasons. Their pace has always been good, but they've just not got the look. And I think Tamas went fastest, didn't he, with a 35?
He did.
34.528. And watch Tamas now, he's about to come across the line very short length. He got lapped by Leroy Brown. You can see there, Damien leaving instantly because you can see he's got that aggression, that anger. But if you could turn your camera back on again, Josh, and we can switch scene to me into the screen very shortly.
My camera is on.
Oh, is it? Oh, just say it is for me. That's weird. But
I'll switch it on again.
I want to say Henry Moore. Yeah, it's unfortunate, mate. But
well, hang on, don't leave it just yet because we need to get the results.
Oh yeah, but Henry. The thing is, your race might not have gone as well as you think, but you've had that pace with P2. That's all you're gonna remember. You know, your penalty could get removed. You never know. You don't know. You know, but just remember you did very well. And if anyone wants to pop for an interview, pop into the waiting room, and Josh will drag you in because I can't tab out on to Discord.
Yeah, here's the podium then. I hope we get to see the results because it's podium now, isn't it?
Oh, we will. Yeah. Forget the podium. Sorry, Jess.
Yeah, we need as much time as we can for the results because we need to use them for next week.
Yeah.
Do you want to take us through it, Rich?
Yep, Leroy Brown takes his third victory of the season, and he's took victory in every race that I've called the end. That is it, isn't it? I think it is.
Yeah.
And then Cameron Dowd takes second podium. First podium is he lost one in Miami. Mirandix, reserve for McLaren, takes McLaren's second podium in one weekend. 2 podiums, first and third. Jay, followed by Harvey, followed by Istvan, Harlem, Bartos. Henry had a penalty, was running second, and Ardeganay take it to the top 10. Menno, Martin, Merguli, Bogdan, Damien, David, FES Tamascal, TGG Christmas, and Netskeet take it to the top 18. I had to be quick there, otherwise it would have run out of time. If anyone wants to pop in for a chat, head into Discord and Josh will drag you in. We're going to put the interview screen on very, very shortly.
Anyone's waiting. Opened it up if anybody wants a word with us.
Yep, Henry's in.
See who's there. Henry's there. Let's drag in Henry. Okay.
Would you like to? You can
main comms box. Oh, thank you. Hello, Henry. Can you hear us? It's Richie and Josh up here in the comms box. Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can indeed. That was an interesting little race as well. It's as conditions out there today.
Sorry, just cut out there.
Oh, sorry. As I was saying, it was a great race there today as well. A lot of trains going on in terms of battling for position. How did you find it out there today?
It was good, actually. My first race I've actually had pace. I don't really know what happened further back, but I was just sat at the front, me and Leroy, trying to pull away, but nothing could really happen.
And coming through as well, have you done much at Suzuka in the past on this new version of the game? Because I do know, well...
you cut out Josh.
Oh, sorry. Let's see what's causing that problem, shall we? Have you done much on this version of the game in the past? Because they've tweaked Suzuka just a little bit from the 2021 game as well. And of course, with the new cars, this tight circuit becomes even trickier.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually the track that I've practiced most for.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I didn't have any pace at the start. I was over a second a lap off, so I had to sweat.
Well, second on the road, but dropped back down to 9th position. That's speeding in the pit lane
Yeah.
as well. Are you furious with that, or is it a glitch? Are you going to appeal that post race, or are you just going to sort of accept it?
If you could hear me at the time, you would know it wasn't a glitch.
Okay. A lot of swearing, I presume.
You're right.
We'll get you on the Max Verstappen course. Don't worry. Or maybe maybe Yuki Tsunoda as well. But you still got 2 points though. That's okay.
Did I?
You did, yeah. Finished in 9th in the end.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
know if you knew that. So you still got some points. Next up on the circuit, of course, are you feeling comfortable going into the next race of the season?
What is the next race?
Well, now you ask a question. I can't remember.
Italy Monza.
Monza. There we go.
Oh,
I knew it was one of these.
definitely not.
Oh.
I guess I'll have to sweat again.
Turn 1, the Rettifilio. Nervous? Because I know several people I've spoken to are, because it's the tightest first chicane on the calendar.
As long as people don't be a bit silly, then it should be fine.
Fantastic. Absolutely. Thank you. Richie, anything you want to say?
Yeah, no, but apart from it was a very good race, Henry, and try and keep it up for next week, and maybe you'll get on the podium next time.
Just maybe.
Thank you, Henry. Great race today. Bad luck about the result. I'm so sorry.
All right, thanks, bye.
Thanks,
Right,
Henry.
let's bring Cameron in. Don't bring Joseph,
Yes.
he's another tier. Just bring
Yes.
Cameron in, and I'll conduct the interview this time. Hello, Cameron. Can you hear us? Hello?
I did hear. I heard a door. Are you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
hello,
Right.
Cameron.
It wasn't. Where did you finish? Third, wasn't it, or second?
Second overall.
Yeah, that was a very good race from you today, Cameron. Obviously, you lost the podium in Austria. I'm not Austria, sorry, Miami, due to the collision with Jay. But you know, you had the pace today, definitely to beat the top two, and obviously qualifying was still good for you as well. In your eyes, how did the race go and qualifying go?
Yeah, qualifying was alright. I messed up my final sector and lost about a tenth, but yeah, it was a solid qualifying. And then the race, yeah, I think I drove pretty well. It was super intense at the end there, trying to hold off the guys on the medium, but I managed to do it. But it was very tough, and managing the ERS was very hard too.
So, obviously, this track, like we said to Henry's track's changed quite a little bit from the last game. Did it really affect you much in terms of being quicker or slower, or was it just all right for you to deal with?
No, it was fine. I found it quite nice to drive. Even though there's a lot of differences, I quite liked it.
Yeah. And before we let you go, I'd like to say your dad is very supportive in the chat. Every single stream is always in there. So I just thought I'd like to bring that up with you.
Yeah.
Every single stream. But anything to
Yeah, he
to add,
watches all my
Josh?
race.
That was a fantastic drive and a great hold of train out there today. Great to see your dad in every single stream that we've got. And my only question will be, next time out, Monza, first chicane, are you nervous?
Yeah, very nervous.
I think everyone always is. Even will be nervous and we're not even in the race. But anyway, Cameron, thanks for joining us tonight. Very appreciated. And we'll see you next week in Monza. No worries. See you later.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
You too. Yeah, bye.
Bye. Right, we're going to come back to our intermission screen quickly. Oh, and Josh, your camera's gone. Oh, no, it's back.
Oh, am I here? Hello.
Hello. Yeah, we're here. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. So it's been a very good stream. That is my favourite race of the season. The whole way through. Yeah, but I think that's took it this week. That can stay top. I think, it's amazing. It was the battling.
I think.
Well, if I'm gonna, the battling wasn't as hard, but the fact of how close the cars were able to keep with each other was close. And some of the moves in the S's and the curve. I was getting a bit worried. And then we saw a couple of Kobayashi type moves with the drifting part into the hairpin as well. But yeah, that was a race. What did you think of it, Josh?
It was a very good race. It took a while for some of it to kick in again. We had that usual mid-race lull. It was close racing.
Yeah.
I liked the fact that it was always something happening. That was something we didn't have last week in Mexico. It got a bit too split up without the safety car. Again, a second week without a safety car, but the battling was close. And I think it goes third in the list this season. I still think Miami was a great race. I think
Miami
Austria,
takes the top spot?
Miami takes the top spot. Austria second, and then I put this one third. Belgium fourth, and Mexico goes right down the bottom in fifth.
See, for me, I'm
going
to say Japan first. Second, I'm going to say Miami. Third, I'm going to say Austria. Then Mexico, then Spa for me. I didn't just see... Well, first of all, Spa was a horrible weekend. And then second of all, it's just not... Racing wasn't as good. But instead of keeping everyone going on, we're going to depart now. And we're back next week for Monza. Thanks everyone in the chat today. We've had really amazing viewers yet again. Really nice people in the chat. And we hope you keep them in. Please, end the toxicity. You know, we've seen it a lot in most leagues, WR, PSGL. Especially last night, it was ridiculous. I was modding the chat, and it was some of the stuff people were saying was absolutely ridiculous. So keep it calm, or don't even look at the chat. Just keep the chat off. You haven't got to type anything bad. Then just keep it calm. Anything for you to add, Josh?
The chat we've had tonight has been absolutely lovely, and it's
definitely.
I think F4 should be the example that we set for F1 as well. It's lovely chat, engaging, supportive of the drivers. A lot of love sent our way, which means a lot to us as well. And just thanks for tuning in. It's been another pleasant evening of PCF4.
Yep, and we're going to head off now. So thank you all for joining, and we'll see you next week in Monza. And it's goodbye from me.
This broadcast was brought to you by GT Omega and Grid Rival, proudly supporting PSGL.